The fun never ends with these three best friends. The fun never ends with the boys. With the boys. Hello, this is WIUX LP Bloomington, and you're listening to The Boys Cold 1 Hour. My name is Clay.
I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Billy.
And this week we have a very dramatic, special episode for you.
Yeah.
You're going to love it. Got something special lined up.
Yeah,
but before we do that, you should just sit back, relax, kick your feet up in the air, grab a cold one, grab it tight.
Go all the way to the back of your fridge.
All the way to the back of the fridge. Get some expired can of LaCroix.
Crack it open.
Crack it open.
Ooh,
that sounds good.
I already smell that carbonated water.
I can already smell that carbon dioxide. Who are the boys on the radio? They've got some cold ones and their own show. So open up your ears, listen to us. Get your beers, there's no need to fuss, cause the fun never ends with these three best friends. The fun never ends with the boys. With the boys. We're so glad you're here to
Thank you for tuning in
Yes,
after
thank
our
you.
week break.
Yes, we had a fun break, but we missed being back in the studio.
And we hope you guys had a fun break from us too.
Yeah, send in your
Not too
crazy spring break stories at Cold One Boys on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have
actually
any
do that.
pictures of yourselves?
Yeah.
Any
not
fun
not
pictures?
just any pictures.
Yeah. Any fun pictures? On the
Any spring break
beach,
pictures.
maybe on the mountain,
Don't just
carving some
send
slopes.
Don't just send any picture of yourself, all right?
Yeah,
We
we'll
we
take anything.
Hey,
you
we
know?
don't need to see you at your 2002 bat mitzvah.
As
all right?
long
Okay,
as,
really?
as long as it's
I would take
during
it.
spring break, I think we can take it.
But even past, I'm going to say we're going to extend it to past spring breaks. So if you have that cool picture of
true,
your dad in 87 rocking a mullet,
Oh,
and
I would love that.
neon
yeah.
pink Speedo at the beach, then send it in.
Sipping a cold one,
Sipping a cold one, playing some beach volleyball,
Yeah,
tussling with some dudes.
sounds fun.
Man, that's my kind of spring break.
That's actually how I spent spring break, actually. I was with my dad tussling at the beach. No, I'm
Tossing
kidding.
the pigskin,
I was with my dad over spring break, but before we get too far into spring break, we all have our spring break traditions, but we also have our traditions on the show.
Ooh.
And one of our most important traditions on the show is to name a boy wonder and a boy blunder. Essentially, the boy wonder is somebody who did something amazing. What?
Sorry, no, it was just funny. I liked how Jonathan said it, but slightly after. Anyways, continue.
See, we usually all say it together. I was just trying
The boy wonder.
Yeah,
And
once you
the
guys do it,
boy blunder.
Sorry, it's been a week off.
Yeah, we're a little hazy over here.
Yeah, exactly.
I can tell.
A little
All right.
sunburned.
So let's start with what? Boy wonder,
He's red
boy
as a
blunder.
lobster.
Which one? Lay it on me. I can take it.
Let's start with boy thunder. This is
Boy
the boy who made
Ooh.
waves at the beach.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. We could do that though.
good. But
And then boy chunder for the chummiest. Or
And the boy Dunderhead.
boy dunderhead.
Dunderhead.
Yeah.
I
So
think
let's do that.
we have done that before. The boy done.
might
How about
have.
the boy punder?
Oh,
So
the
we're gonna
punniest boy.
Oh, that would be good.
Or the boy drama and the boy llama.
Oh,
Ooh,
that could
or
be
we could
good
always
for
do
this week.
The boy beach and the boy sneech.
Sneech.
The sneech is on the beaches, the stars upon the R's.
Oh.
No, in actuality, we're
The
doing
boy leech.
We're doing
Boy
the,
Leech, yeah.
The boy who's sucking all of our fun for this week.
we're doing in all actuality though, we're doing the boy volleyball and the boy slime ball. The boy volleyball was the one who
Did something really good.
did something really good, had an awesome spring break. The
Had a
boy
great
sli-
volleyball
The
game.
boy slime ball is the one who's been kind of creepy and
Oof.
slimy,
Oh.
pretty bad. So, without any further ado, who is the boy wonder this week?
The boy volleyball.
The boy
Boy
volleyball.
volleyball. Boy
This
volley.
week is Clay and Billy.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, why the heck do we get this?
Yeah, what did we do?
So, as we've hinted at, we do have a little bit of a dramatic reading, as you could say, for you guys later on. And Clay and Billy both wrote this this play, you could say radio drama, for us.
From scratch.
Sergey and I have read it over. It's very good. We like
Very
it a
cool.
lot.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's very nice of
So
you.
you all can be very excited for that coming up soon. But for now, we can recognize them for their great work.
And real quick, we know there's been some radio drama on past episodes. This one will be fictional though.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah.
no, but thank you so much. Wow. And now, without any further ado,
The boy
slime
Slime
ball.
ball.
And the winner is Sergey.
Wait.
Slimy Sergey.
He's not
Slimy Sergey.
Sergey is usually not the slimy one.
A
I have to say.
Slimesma.
This is shocking.
A Slimes.
Oh no.
Plead your so, Billy, why is he the slime ball?
Well, Sergey is the slime ball because as we've hinted at, or we've gone a little bit beyond hinting at this radio drama that we have cooked up. We obviously wanted to read through it once all together with our respective roles before the show, just because crazy things can happen.
Yeah.
We obviously all have our lines memorized.
We've
right
all
now.
forgotten lines before. Yeah,
We're in full costume right now.
The fact that our whole show is scripted doesn't mean that sometimes we don't make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Yeah. You can only fit so many lines on your palm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Palm of your hand,
exactly.
Yeah, those cue cards are expensive.
Yeah, the cue cards are expensive, and the guy holding them has been,
Oh man.
Yeah.
been a
He's been
thorn
slacking.
to my side.
He's
let's
been a
just
real
say.
slime ball too. Let's just say.
He's been dripping slime all over those cue cards. He can't make out anything.
Uh-huh.
Just looks like a bunch of green
gosh.
slime. No, but in all seriousness, Sergey, you should be ashamed because no, I'm kidding. You shouldn't.
Oh
be
man.
ashamed. No, in all seriousness.
I'll never do it again. I swear.
In all seriousness, though, you get this award because while we were practicing a radio drama, like Billy said before I so kindly interrupted him,
No, you're good.
we were trying to practice our drama, and we had Jonathan in there. Jonathan was ready to read. Billy was ready to read. Clay was
We were
ready
all
to
ready
read.
to
We did our vocal warm-ups and everything.
Seashells. And then Sergey was actually played a video game. Played League of Legends.
Yeah, that little
Oh,
clicking
yeah,
sound.
he's clicking.
Yeah, there's a lot of
a lot
clicking.
of tapping his keyboard.
And a lot of
Yeah.
him going, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. He was getting quite
It's Lupa.
animated actually. Yeah.
Yeah. We're just like,
Brandon.
we're trying to have an emotional moment here.
We were like, Sergey will be like, "Oh yeah, let's be a second." And then it's like 5 hours later, he's still playing League.
Oh no.
He's not even on the final boss yet. He's
Oh,
still
man.
like killing.
He's
like,
still on the first creeper.
Yeah, he's like killing creepers in the forest. He hasn't even forged the diamond axe yet. No, but Sergey, so you're never the boy blender because you usually are faultless. But this week, we were trying to get serious, get into character, and all we hear is you screaming at your monitor and just clicking all over the place. So we got to hand you.
But-
You understand, right? The boy slime ball.
In his defense, eventually he
I
did
understand.
practice, and he did a great job.
Begrudgingly.
He did a great job.
No kidding. He did it really good.
And we're ready
You're
for a
actually,
great
I'm
show.
actually really excited for you all to hear Sergey's performance because it's gonna be really good.
Oh,
I
yeah,
am
no,
too.
definitely.
I am too.
So the League of Legends gaming did not inhibit his performance. So that's something to look forward to.
Definitely.
So sorry, Sergey, but
No, I'm very sorry. I'm very remorseful. I will actually never.
Just
never
make sure it
play
doesn't happen
League
again, right?
I actually uninstalled League and uninstalled my computer actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
just saw your computer. That's when you just throw it off the roof, right?
Yeah.
No more
Yeah,
of those
yeah.
pesky distractions.
Yeah.
He threw his windows right out the window.
Exactly. He told his parents, don't text, don't call me anymore. I can't have distractions.
I
What?
substituted
Oh,
for
man.
a mechanical typewriter, the Remington ones.
Yeah, Remington typewriter, and even then, he can only write you can only write our scripts on that.
Exactly.
And if you keep messing up, we're gonna have to give you a clay tablet.
Oh.
I'm not talking about me.
I do want to say, before you threw away all your technology, I do hope that you liked our social media pages on the Boys Club.
Oh,
Yes.
true, yeah.
Good call, Billy. So, recently we may have discovered that we have some more fans who haven't come out of the woodwork yet, and told us how much and interacted with us on the internet, which is what we want. Or in real life, you can interact with us in real life.
Oh yeah. Stop me on the way to class. That would make my day
No,
actually.
Yeah, no, it would.
I'd be super happy. You probably don't know what we look like, but if you see really,
Yeah,
if you
true,
see a really
yeah.
handsome guy,
Hey.
Yeah.
you know it's gonna
Hey,
be
if you see someone wearing the Cold One shirt, that's how you know.
That's
Well,
true.
actually, it could be one of our many fans, but
exactly.
no, I'm kind of kidding.
If you
but-
see a
but
guy
I'm
shirtless,
serious,
if you
yeah.
guys see a guy shirtless walking to class, that's probably me. No, but yeah. So seriously, like, if you like our show, even if it's your first time listening, please tweet at us at Cold One Boys.
If you want to,
Instagram
you
us.
could.
It won't be
If you
weird if
want-
you don't know
tweet
us.
the-
We'll be more excited.
Yeah, we'll be
I mean,
it'll be
we'll be
mystery.
equally excited.
It'll be like a blind date, start of a new relationship.
They'll be like, oh shoot, this person we don't know. This is exciting.
The Twitter is at Boys Cold 1 Hour. The Instagram is Cold 1 Boys.
Yes, Twitter. Okay, maybe that's what.
Or if you use the hashtag Cold 1 Boys, we'll probably see that
see
too.
it,
So
yeah.
we'll peep it.
So yeah, please engage with us, interact with us.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
We want to hear from you. I'm talking about you. You're not going to do it. You're sitting on your.
Come on, just
A
do
lazy
it.
Yeah,
boy right
come
now.
on, man.
You're too scared to do it. No, just do it. Come on.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that happens?
Well, you
You
can
could do it. You could do
You
it.
could
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. You
We're
could
not
do it.
coercing you to do anything.
Yeah.
Driving home from Arby's with your hand wedged in a can of pizza Pringles.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you get home and are safely in your house, but then tweet at us if you want to.
If you want to, yeah.
You should. I mean,
Oh.
we would really appreciate it.
We would.
We would.
But yeah.
But hey, let's give these guys a break.
Yeah. Give them a music break.
Give them a music break.
Oh.
Give you time to go onto your
telephone.
your account,
Your telephone.
Your
Yeah.
telephone. Your telephone.
your cellular device, and follow us on all those.
Follow us on Game Boy.
Follow us on Game Boy.
Nintendogs
Yeah.
at Colon Boys.
Nintendogs.
All right, but I do believe we have a music break here.
Final Minecraft.
We do.
A
So
special
Get ready
dramatic
for
song.
a very dramatic
very
song.
dramatic. You might want to actually pick up your telephone for this one. And here we go.
Don't go away.
And we're back. We are back, right?
That
We
was
are back.
that we are back.
We
And
are back.
That was Telephone by Twin Peaks.
Telephone.
We'll
Reminds me
have
of when
to,
I first answered a telephone.
It does.
And somebody thought it was my mom on the phone.
And speaking of,
Did that ever happen to you?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
People always
'cause
think,
you
oh,
had that
they're
high
like-
voice, right? That was before.
Oh yeah, I had the really high voice.
yeah.
And they're like, Sally,
Oh,
how are
man.
you?
Oh.
It's not
Oh.
Sally.
It's Clay.
No, that was before that. That was when I was just like, no, it's not Sally. And then I was like, oh.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, hi. How can I help you, lady?
man.
No,
Oh, those were the days.
I remember those voice cracking days. That was painful.
Now the only thing I'm cracking is a cold one.
Yes.
Hey, come on now. But speaking of music breaks, which we just had.
Which just happened.
Now
What
we-
about spring
what about
breaks?
spring break?
What's up with those
Hey.
things?
What's up with this spring break? So, I think that two guys here had a very special spring break. They spent it with each other.
We did.
So maybe you could tell our listeners about your spring break
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about it. So we had spring break down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, baby.
Let's go.
Also known
what a
as
spot.
going home for me.
The big leagues.
The big
Went
leagues
home
Florida.
and chilled out at our we call it the Cold One condo.
Yes.
It was a pretty good time. What did we do, Sergey? We went to the beach.
We hit the beach quite a bit. We hit a lot of amazing restaurants.
You hit the restaurants?
Amazing.
So were they fine with you just outside hitting them? Or?
I mean, you could hate them, but I feel like that would kind of ruin the mood.
No, hit them. Like did it hurt your knuckles?
Yeah, there was this one, the food, like they just like threw it at you. Like
man.
it was like a brick. It might have actually
jeez.
been a brick.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you
It's
know,
those brick. Those scams where they actually just serve you brick instead of food.
Exactly.
Get
The brick and
those
mortar
places.
restaurants. I just don't.
Yeah,
I go
yeah.
only for fast casual.
Those
now.
brick and mortar restaurants.
But yeah, it was good. We just came back yesterday.
We did.
Long drive, about 17 hours.
Thanks to
Woo!
Jonathan, he was on the gas pedal the whole way.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Never hit the brakes once.
Speed
Nope.
demon.
That's dedication.
Going about
No.
150 down the highway, but no. But yeah. Clay, what did you do?
I was pretty lazy. I just went home, and I stayed at my house in Indianapolis where my parents live. And my sisters they weren't on spring break yet, so I just by myself all day, which is fun. It was like relaxing. I watched a lot.
That's pretty chill, yeah.
I watched a lot of TV. I read some. I studied a tiny bit. But yeah, no, it was like a really relaxing, refreshing spring break. Although by the end of it, I was a little bit ready to go back. How about you, Billy?
Me, I
Yeah,
had a
see you.
similar experience. I, just went back home, to Albuquerque.
Ooh,
No, I'm
Albuquerque,
kidding.
Albuquerque, Indiana, right?
No, in Munster, Indiana.
Ooh,
with the
what's-
family.
We get it. You're trying to scare me.
Chilled,
All right, but
relaxed.
Give such a scary town name.
Other
first.
metaphors for doing nothing that sound better than just saying doing nothing.
I'll just say
It
it.
was chilling out, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I do like a
Hanging.
good chill session. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
I was like
relaxing.
I was
Always
like, I
very
was like the
nice.
Sultan of chill.
Shoot.
I was the czar of chill.
You were just posted up.
I was posted up. I was posting all over Facebook like, oh my god, hit me up. Who wants to
You're like,
hang?
hey, I'm home. I'm bored. Who wants to do
I'm
something?
home bored. Parents are not home. Who's coming over for a party? No takers on that one. But
Oh man.
I did have a girl come over and steal some utensils from my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought she was coming to the party, but she really just wanted that.
She
That
wanted
fine
that
china.
fork.
Yeah, for that fork. Okay. Unrelated. It's anything we were talking about earlier.
Oh man, that was unintentional.
Yeah. That was
Um,
that was unintentacional.
Oh, okay, really? Okay.
Hey, you said it. All right. But yeah, so and Sergey, you were with Jonathan.
I was.
Yeah, so none of you guys' breaks were that dramatic. It seemed like you just had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Hung on
ours
the
was
beach.
pretty
Billy,
chill
me and
too.
you just had a nice break at home with our families.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of actually want some drama in my life now.
Oh, I'll say we had.
We might need some drama.
We
Oh, you
might.
had some
well,
drama?
Huh?
What
what's the
was this
story with
drama?
Oh, I'm just saying we had some drama for sure on the beach because we played. Jonathan introduced us to a new sport called spike ball.
Ouch.
Oh
It was a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
fun, yeah.
That was pretty dramatic.
That
We got
was.
pretty heated actually.
We did actually, yeah.
little bit.
Might have
Really?
been throwing
Yeah.
around some smack talk.
Wait, there's
Oh.
there's smack
Smacking the
talk?
ball.
Oh, a little
smacking
bit
the
of smack
socks.
talk.
Smacking
Yeah.
each other.
Little spike talk.
Little spike talk.
Yeah.
Did anyone kick sand on anybody else? Or like stomp on their
Yeah.
sandcastle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did have. We actually did build a sandcastle one day.
I always used to dig pits at the beach.
Trenches.
Trenches, yes. And I would go down there and I'd like shoot my mom with an airsoft gun and like tactical nuke and I'd be like throwing shells at her. She's like, "Sid, I told you couldn't take that." No, I'm kidding. I would never do that to my
Oh
mom.
man.
But before we get into our more dramatic side,
Let's get into the drama on the pitch.
on that pitch,
Oh.
Last night.
there's two kinds of kids in high school: drama kids and sports kids. This concerns the latter.
Hey, we
the-
got the jocks in the room.
The sporties.
The jocks and the goths. I was both.
Well, I don't know if anyone's made a bracket here, but well, actually, I know two people here have made a
I
bracket.
made a bracket.
I made a bracket.
Yeah. So.
I have UMCB winning it all, so I'm really excited.
Oh, well,
UMCB.
Who wants to break the news to him?
UMBC.
No, UMCB.
Oh, okay.
University of Michigan,
California,
Coral
Berkeley.
Beach. Coral Beach.
Oh,
Coral
okay,
Beach.
okay.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is, hey, if anyone, let's just say my bracket is not doing too well, but I had Indiana running all the way through, so
Ooh.
that was probably
Indiana
pretty
State,
bad
right?
for me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I also made some mistakes. I mean, in hindsight, picking Ivy Tech Community College online, their basketball team is online. So I actually,
So they just play 2K with each other.
yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I made that, but
Yeah.
hey.
Well, I thought the Cubs had a strong chance, but I decided not to go with them.
Yeah.
And Harvard's just been disappointing me.
Dude,
I can't believe it. It's put all my money on there.
Ivy
Yeah.
League school.
Ivy League school. What can you expect from a bunch of ninnies?
But hey,
Bunch of wimps.
so we've got March Madness, but we also have some other madness on the courts, Clay.
Oh yeah.
Any games that you've?
Yes. So a team near and dear to my heart, the Pacers, won today versus the Los
Ooh.
Angeles Lakers. Big surprise. The Lakers kind of suck, but they won by 10 points. Scores 110
shit.
versus 100. So great job for the Lakers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, great job for the Pacers. Sorry, the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers.
I mean, hey,
Yeah,
the Lakers, they were off by 10.
So the Pacers went up from 5th to 4th, which is pretty good.
Oh,
Shoot.
sweet.
Yeah.
Good
Gotta
stuff,
support,
man.
Gotta
Yeah.
support them.
Good
No
stuff.
matter what. I don't care what happens. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but hey, if you want, go ahead and post who you think is going to win this whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
Oh,
idea.
the whole
Yes.
So-
March Madness tournament?
Yeah,
Or-
feel free to post that on our
Yeah.
social media.
I had picked Virginia, so RIP
Ooh.
to my bracket. But
Oh,
I've got-
jeez. You didn't even pick UNC, man. Come on.
I've
yeah,
got
I mean, they're
Vanilla.
out too.
You had what?
Vanilla winning it all. Or Villanova.
I had Manila.
Villanova.
I had the vanilla wafers winning.
Yeah, the Vanilla Wafers.
See, I actually had
All.
Manila from the Philippines.
The
I had
Manila
that
envelopes?
Yeah, the Manila envelopes. The Manila State Manila envelopes. From Manila, Idaho. The Manila envelopes, they all come out like they don't even wear the jerseys. They're like
He's wearing a
Manila
huge
envelopes.
manila envelope.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Watch out what they can do with
You
that
have
little,
to-
with that little metal thing in the front.
A little spiky
Yeah,
metal.
a little spike on
They
the
like
front.
bend it down when they're getting really serious.
Yeah, they bend
Yeah,
it
you
down.
go.
They just run into their opponents with that out, with that thing sticking out. Ooh, it can pack a wallop.
Yeah. You just have to make sure not to lick the very top of the crease because it might get sticky.
Yeah, that's the problem. The
Oh,
players keep licking,
true,
the
yeah.
players keep licking the Manila envelopes. They don't realize that.
They just
That's
taste
their
too
one
good.
downfall.
Yeah.
They start sticking
Yeah.
to each other.
Oh. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
When
But
the other
anyways-
team licks your envelope,
Yeah, and the other team,
Oh,
licks your-
man,
like
it's
they
over.
like the other team just going back and all
Yeah.
the Manila envelope guys are stuck to each other in the
They're-
middle of the court.
they're just dunking on you while they're licking your envelope.
Like mid dunk,
Like,
he just like you see his tongue come out. It's like the Michael Jordan like tongue
Yeah,
thing.
exactly,
He just licks
yeah.
your envelope. And you're like, oh come on, man. Ref, come on.
Hey, come on.
No,
Oh,
but okay,
man.
we're being too funny. We need to get
Yeah.
dramatic.
Get in the character here.
Well, I hope you think we're being.
Yeah,
too
thank you. That was
Hope you don't
sports
think
on
we're
the
just
20s.
Yes.
So yeah, we have this radio drama prepared. We hope you enjoy it. I mean, I think we can all remember those days when we would run down Saturday mornings, turn on the radio.
Oh yeah.
Crank open the
Hey,
radio.
I
listen
did
to our
it
stories.
sometimes. Yeah.
Listen to our stories.
Or some,
listen to you know,
Listen to Ace Ventura,
What was
Pet
that?
Detective.
Yeah.
Sam Spade is actually.
Sam Spade.
But we don't want to give away all of our ideas.
Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoy this, and we will bear with us. Hopefully these sound effects and everything work.
Let's get some background real quick. Yeah, bear with us. The audio might be a little bit funny, but this is we all know McDone's McModern McMysteries. This is a dramatic take on McDone's McModern McMysteries,
Yes.
where we really see who the detective was. It's like a 1940s style detective radio drama, and we really see what the detective from McDone's McModern McMysteries does in his everyday life.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
true.
excited. So should we?
All right,
Do you guys have your popcorn, your cold ones?
I think it'll still be fine. Sorry. We're just
Okay,
on-
yeah,
on
just
some technical-
making sure we
some
get these
stuff
sound
out.
effects going.
All right.
Yeah. Hopefully they
know.
work out well.
Now close your eyes.
And enjoy. I thought it would be just another typical day as a PI here in Chicago. But there's no such thing as a typical day in this crazy city. I look out my office window. I see Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake Superior. I see Chinatown and Comiskey Park. I see Navy Pier and Wrigley Stadium. I see Soldier Field, University of Chicago, my alma mater. I see Naperville, where dreams go to die, and Northbrook, smack dab in the middle of the wrong side of the tracks. I see Northbrook High. So many memories, all of them bad. I see Al Capone, Alcatraz, an alphabet soup still on my desk. My cleaning lady must be on strike tonight. Must have something to do with me lowering her pay. But hey, that's the dog-eat-dog world that we live in. Finally, my tired eyes settle on the bean, like a dark shadow that the wind blew in. I see the distorted image of my face reflecting back at me from across Lakeshore Drive. Is this twisted mask what I've become? Just when I sit down to play a game of Pinochle, I hear a feminine knock at my door. I told my secretary to call me if she needs me, and not to need me. What can I say? I have a way with women. Anyways, I opened the door. I see a dame in a red dress, with tears glistening in her eyes. She throws herself into my arms, trembling like a wounded animal in my embrace.
You never even stood up from your desk.
All right, lady. She tells me she's looking for something. I tell her, hey, you're not the only one to lose what you love.
I don't remember you sounding that brooding or tortured.
I pour her a glass of premium bourbon and slide it across the desk.
Oh, you offered me an expired can of LaCroix.
As you can imagine, she had to hold herself back from indulging in her animal instincts with this alpha male. But us PIs have a code, and this dame had a dark secret.
Literally none of this happened.
Hey, shut up, lady. What brings you to this patch of the Windy City?
Well, before I start, I just want to compliment you on your manly figure. Anyways, the name's Bristol Valentino. A week ago, I was the main squeeze of the most dangerous mobster in the city, the real mayor of Chicago. But that was a week ago, and now I'm on the run.
All right, I'll bite. You played the game of chance, and you took it too far. What happened between the two of yous, dollface?
I've probably said too much already. Let's just say I had enough of cement slippers, drive-by shootings, and bootleg DVDs of Adam Sandler movies. I'm more of a Paul Blart gal myself. I did what the boss never expected me to do. I left. I stowed away in the night and slipped away like just another lost shadow in this haunted city. And I took some of his stash with me. Nothing much, just trimmed some from the top, 15 grand worth. I broke his heart and his bank account. And he'll never forgive me for that.
So, why's this sad sack of sentiment upset about losing $15? I've bought Chicago francs down at the Field Museum for more than that.
15,000, you boob! I need protection. His goons are after me.
Sounds like you need a bicycle helmet, sweet cheeks, not a private eye.
Please, I need your help, detective. There's nowhere else I can turn to. These are hired men, all the way from Moscow.
Ah, a Russian connection, eh? I thought those Ruskies were too busy shooting dogs into space.
Here they come. I've said too much. I'm sorry, detective. There's no hope for me.
She sprung from her desk, grabbed me by my shirt collar, and pulled me in to plant a passionate, bittersweet kiss on my brow.
Are you kidding? You gave me a sweaty handshake and asked for my phone number.
She opened the door and walked out of my life. I never knew it would be for good. I looked back at the tower of files on my desk, and then I opened the door and found Bristol's dead body on the floor, still smoking. I mean, smoking hot, but there was still smoke coming from the bullet as well. As I looked up, I saw the elevator doors closing, and a shadowy figure waved goodbye from in between them. I knew this had to be the shooter. I sprinted down the fire escape and chased the shadowy figure through the city. I spent the better half of an hour trying to find him, and the worse half trying to catch my breath. Later, the doctors told me that if I'd actually called the ambulance right away, the dame could have lived and wouldn't have bled to death for 2 hours on the hallway floor. Anyway, live and learn. The city became a labyrinth, and I was the lab rat stuck in a diabolical maze. Eventually, I realized I had lost the shadowy figure in one of the city's many crowds of shadowy figures. Or maybe when I stopped to go to the bathroom on Michigan Avenue. I straggled back to my office and threw myself onto my self-assembled IKEA recliner, feeling like negative $1 million. I had even less than what I started with. I had lost a beautiful dame, and she had lost her life. I couldn't help but notice that the poor broad had left her purse in my office, and I took it upon myself to, investigate the wallet. I found a fully used Bed Bath & Beyond gift card, ticket stubs for matinee showings of the Three Stooges, and a $15 bill. Now, I'm not Harold Truman, but I didn't exactly recognize the feller on the front of the bill. He was a messy-haired fuddy-duddy with a popped collar. This crumpled-up piece of green paper must be important. Knowing this supposed $15 bill to be a clue, I took it, along with her remaining $40. After all, she never paid for my services. I was feeling depressed. I had no leads and more questions than I could count. So I headed down to Andy's Arcade on Lake Street to clear my head and play a few rounds of Sock the Weasel.
Hey, McDunn, my favorite customer. Enjoying your stay?
What can I say, Andy? You got the best games in Cook County, and I'm hooked like a Polish dog on a poppy seed bun.
Haha, quite the jokester. Have you had any luck on Sock the Weasel? I heard Babe Ruth set the high score on it when he played the Sox last week. Good luck beating that.
Listen, Andy, by the end of the night, I'll either be on the scoreboard or in the psychiatric ward. Third straitjacket from the left. But first, I gotta indulge in one of my many vices. And I'm not talking red-haired dames with a jitterbug jive.
I'll catch you later, Andy, before I snap my cap.
Welcome to the concession stand. My name is Miguel. How may I help you?
So, Mikey, what's good here?
Nachos, or soft pretzels.
Get me a bowl of nachos, and step on it. Sans loafers, that is. And get me some extra of that cheesy sauce. I can't get enough of it.
Here's your nachos. That'll be $14.99.
Keep the change, bucko, I said as I slapped down Bristol's $15 bill.
Sir, this is fake. There's no $15 bill, and James Buchanan was the worst president known to man. He'd never graced the front of legal tender.
Don't look at me, bub. I found this in a dead dame's wallet. But Buchanan? Where have I heard that name before? Suddenly, it dawned on me. I remember one of the most traumatic memories from high school. The schoolyard bully, Johnny Ullman's Folcarelli, who would hold me down while his goons flushed my head in the toilet bowl and I saw a Technicolor whirlwind. Even just thinking about it, I feel like a gorilla is tap dancing on my temples. I remember after graduation, he snagged a job at Buchanan International, one of the shadiest banks on this side of the Dan Ryan Expressway. I knew I had to pay him a visit and figure out what his connection was in all of this.
Hey, looks like the loser parade is in town, and they must be missing their float.
Zip it, Almonds. I'm the one in charge here.
Actually, you're trespassing on the bank's property, fathead. Do I need to call security? Or maybe you and I can visit the men's room like old times.
Better luck calling an ambulance. When I'm through with you, you'll be black and blue from head to toe. I grabbed the slimy scoundrel by his effeminate European tie and dangled his head out the window of his high-rise office.
You mean you tried to poke my eyes out and ended up socking yourself in the schnoz?
Quiet, you! Now spill the beans, smart aleck. I could easily drop you from this height and your head would blow up like a green tomato all over State Street.
You hid behind a water cooler and started crying.
Maybe your memory's just a little fuzzy from when I slapped you around. Now, let me finish my tale. Sans interruptions, please. Enough from the peanut, or should I say almonds, gallery. Fearing for his miserable life, Johnny let the cat out of the bag.
Alright, you figured it out, Super Sleuth. Some of the partners on the board have been in cahoots with the Russian mob. The Ruskies have been using our bank to launder their money, and we've been rolling in dough. We've been making counterfeit money for them to use as well. The most important of which is a $15 bill with our bank's founder's name on the front. That bill in your hand, that's the fine craftsmanship of yours truly. We use that special bill when we have dealings with the Ruskies to show them that we mean business, capiche? Whoever gave that to you had fallen in with the wrong crowd, and paid dearly for it too, I imagine, from your sad sack expression. Some of us bankers are meeting the mob tonight down by the docks in the old salmon cannery.
I see. So the coward spills his guilty conscience the moment a true hero enters the scene.
Actually, I'm required by law to disclose this information, but whatever, man.
So I did what any self-respected sleuth would do. I instantly headed over to the old salmon cannery, dressed as an oversized salmon to blend in. When I got there, I realized the joint was abandoned. No fish to be seen. So I made like a dead fish and flopped around the wharf for a little bit before laying in feigned rigor mortis. As I lay there, quietly, they arrived.
So you have the money?
No, I thought you had the money.
You don't have money.
You were supposed to have the money.
Listen, Americosi, we will not do business unless you show us $15 bill.
Get that bullshit out of your ears. I told you we don't have it.
Without special bill, your word mean nothing. How we know laundering operations still in business?
Laundry? My wife Julie usually handles that.
So you don't have money?
Wait, that fool McDunn has it. Of all the cockamamie schemes...
He's right. I did have the money. But I had spent it earlier that evening on a romantic dinner for two, where the broad rudely stood me up. I coped by blowing the cash on appletinis and mozzarella sticks.
Give us money now, or you will wish you were in Gulag.
Listen, pal, I'm a freedom-loving American. I would never eat goulash. Is this some kind of setup?
You tell us, babushka.
The shootout was gruesome, and I'm lucky I escaped in one piece. It was a regular Valentine's Day Massacre Part 2, and I thought I had seen a slaughter when the Cubs won against the New York Mets last season. But from the carnage and smoke, I saw one figure escape with his life. he limped out and climbed into a jalopy. Before I knew it, he was speeding down Milwaukee Ave like a bat out of heck. I waved down a Capstein taxi and hopped in. Follow that car, Brewster.
My name's Abdul, but you can call me Dooley.
Enough chit-chat. Your name doesn't mean butt-kiss to me. If I can't catch that car, it's gonna be curtains for all of us.
Yes, sirree, mister. Say, what's with the second-rate salmon suit? I didn't know it was the fisherman's ball. I see that costume comes with a stench as well.
Quiet, Doulahan. Unless you want to feel the back of this furious fish's flipper.
Watch it there, son. You're speaking to a veteran.
Oh, I admire your service, sir. Where were you stationed?
I was stationed in Appaloosas, Louisiana. I killed 6 men.
6 men? Golly. What were you? Navy? Marines?
Nope. Culinary Corps. And the men I killed were our own. If only I had confused the rat poison with garlic powder.
Remind me next time I come over to ask your wife to do the cooking.
We're gaining on him now. What's the story here? What did this guy ever do to you?
They killed my one true love. Bristol or Brittany or Bridget or something like that.
I see. And this gent had something to do with your sweetheart saying sayonara?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Looks like the perps are pulling in perpendicular to that parking place. Must be that old arcade in town, Andy's. My son Gulliver can't get enough of that place.
Oh, no. I better warn good old Andy that there's soon to be a criminal element in his establishment. Thanks, Abby, and keep the change.
You didn't give me anything, you ninny.
Andy! Look out, Andy! I burst into the arcade and grabbed the shadowy figure by the shoulder, turning him around. You can only imagine the shock on my kisser when I saw the identity of the goon. It was Andy himself.
McDunn, you're messing with something you don't understand.
Your voice! What in the Sam Hill were you doing with the Russian mob?
You don't understand. I am the Russian mob. My true name is Andrei Chernenko. I am the Tsar of Chicago's underworld. You see, for years I've been running this arcade operation to launder money. I have been living double life. But then my beautiful nightingale left me in the night and stole my fortune. She destroyed my heart. I could not let her destroy my empire. Now I will die in your arms from American bullet wounds. All because of a missing phony bill.
Yeah, whoever has that dollar is a real jerk.
You're PI, private investigator, aren't you? I know I lived a bad life, but please, even with my dying breath, I have one final mission for you. Find whoever took that $15 counterfeit bill for my love. Kill them. Rip them limb from limb. Tear out their heart.
Yep, I'll tear it out, all right? Tear it out. No sweat.
My restless soul will wander the earth until this person is brought to justice. Until I am avenged, I will be in eternal agony and torture with...
Right, eternal agony, got it. So, how'd you get away with this double life for so long?
I just told you. But it does not matter now. Soon, I will be with my beloved Bristol again.
Hey, she's mine now, Rasputin. And with that, he breathed his final breath. After the police arrived at the scene, they told me they could handle it, and I went back to my office. It was out of my hands. I'm just a private detective in this madhouse we call a city. Another gruesome mark on the page. Another stone unturned, with the ugly truth hiding beneath it exposed for all to see. I had fallen in love and see the evil that broken-hearted men could do, all in one day. I wondered if this job was worth it, but it's the only one I can do after I got fired from Portillo's and my mom stopped paying my rent. I sunk back into my chair and grabbed a LaCroix from the mini fridge. I glanced back out at the Chicago skyline. So much darkness, so much regret. But I could still see one little light shining within its blackness. One tiny hope gleaming through all the plain. It's the faint flicker of a car warning light as 2 thugs smash the window and rip out the car radio. I looked back at the bean one final time. The face that looked back is not my own. In fact, it's actually one of those giant faces shooting water out of its mouth in Millennium Park. I look back at my desk. I still have a game of Pinochle to play. And with that, there was the end of the case of the crazy counterfeit cursed currency caper, or the depressing depressing death of the dashing Bane, if you prefer that. Until next time, case closed.
Wow, our audience loved that.
Wow.
Wow, you
Didn't know we
came
had a
all the way
live
to the
audience
studio.
there.
Jeez, I knew it was worth paying them to come in. I wish I got that applause every time I said a joke. But yeah, that was our radio drama.
We hoped you guys liked it.
Yeah,
It was fun to do.
It was really fun.
That was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
We wrote it up and we cast and performed it for you. So let us know if you want to see more of this in the future too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tweet at us.
We won't know.
We liked it a lot, but did you like it?
But did you
We
like
hope
it?
you
That's
did.
what's important.
Exactly. Send us your thoughts, send us your criticism, your praise, and your listener questions. of course.
Definitely, definitely.
All right, now without any further ado, Sergey, do you want to go into the news?
The news.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, speaking of regret and blackness and stuff, hopefully none of you have Facebook installed on your phones or use it. Because they just took a $37 billion hit on their value. So after they had issues with privacy settings and stuff in Europe specifically, and also the U.S. too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it had to do with the Trump election and using user data and information without them knowing about it. So, but surprisingly, that all took a very big hit, and hopefully you don't have anything invested with them.
Or if you do, maybe hold on to it.
Yeah,
That's true,
I only
Yeah.
had my small nest egg in Facebook, so I'm taking this pretty hard.
Luckily, Boathouse Capital, we not delved.
We're not
No.
cut the cord on
delve into
Facebook.
Facebook.
Although our
yet.
stocks have taken a hit over the past day or two.
They,
Wait, really?
they have.
They have.
Oh, the
Yeah.
market's
we're
just
still
down,
up though.
Yeah.
I think.
We're still up over our original amount, but
Oh shoot, jeez.
so we
then-
need to do some strategic
We need to do something
research.
about this.
Yeah.
Buy,
And then-
buy high, sell low. That's what my motto.
Also, for Bloomington weather, just because it's kind of been on my mind ever since I've gotten back from Fort Lauderdale. It's not sunny, clear weather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, we
or nice warm weather, but it's going to be, for the most part, rainy, overcast,
Oof.
and between mid 40s and mid 50s for this week.
Oh man.
Maybe with a splash of sunshine.
Ooh, I'd like a splash of
Ooh.
sunshine.
Yeah, that's
I
always
like
good.
that. That sounds pretty nice.
Sunshine splash right in my
So-
face.
That is all the news I have
All
for
right.
this night.
Well, thank you, Sergey. Thank you. So, now that we're done with the news, I believe we are going to go to listener questions, which I think we only have one.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
jeez. We're done
But
early.
hey, that's what we're telling people to
Yeah.
go to social media and
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, actually, we could
that
use
stuff
some
for us.
listener questions. Actually, if you're listening now, I don't care who you are. You could send me a text. You could send me a tweet. You could send me, a DM.
Message in a bottle.
We would love to
Venmo-
have
Venmo him a couple
yes,
bucks with
Venmo
that
me
as
a
the
couple
message?
bucks. Probably not actually,
Yeah.
but
I don't know if we're allowed to do that.
we would love it if you would have any more listener questions for us. But the first one comes
Not
from,
that we appreciate this one.
Oh, we do, yeah. I'm
This
just
one
saying,
question.
we could use a little more content. So the first one comes from Drew Marr, and he asks, "What would happen if Pinocchio said, 'My nose will now grow'?" Now this is a classic dilemma. We've all heard it before, right?
We've all done this
Ethical
before.
dilemma.
We've all done this.
We've all had a pet
We've all-
Pinocchio puppet
Who says, "My nose will now grow"? Now, what do we think about this?
I don't know. Well, this isn't
I
So,
don't think it's-
so the dilemma is right. So if Pinocchio lies, that's when his nose grows.
right.
So if he said, "My nose will now grow," and it didn't grow, then that would be a lie, and then it would have to grow, right?
This is a classic.
It's a
What
classic
happened?
ethical dilemma.
What happened
Classic
first,
dilemma.
the chicken or the egg? Doll face. I'm thinking. I don't know. I mean, jeez. This might be one of those unsolvable puzzles.
It might
Well,
be. Now,
It's like the robot who says, the next sentence is false. The previous sentence was true.
oh,
It just makes
What?
his head what's
Oh,
wrong.
man.
yeah. Or the what's it called? The I am lying, or something.
I'm
That's
lying.
what this is. Where it's like I'm lying. It's like, oh, so you're lying about lying, so you're actually not lying.
All right, guys, I've a riddle for you guys.
Okay.
A man rides into town on Monday.
Oh, I've heard this. I'm sorry.
He
I
stays
won't
3
participate.
days. No, you can answer it. He stays 3 days and then rides out of town on Thursday. How is this possible?
I don't want to go first because I kind of know the answer.
Oh, no, you can go first.
Do you know this?
No, I don't want to go first.
Sergey, do you know this one?
So the man rides into town on Monday.
Yes.
He spends 3 days there
Yes, and rides out of town on Thursday.
and rides out of town on Thursday.
How is this possible? Come on.
Monday and then well, does he stay on Monday, or maybe I'm overthinking this?
I think you're overthinking, Billy.
Have you not heard this one before?
No.
No, really?
Oh, Jonathan, you have heard this one too.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, what's the solution?
So wait, the horse. This is the horse's name, right? Wait, what? He rides in on what?
Monday.
He rides in on Monday is the name of the horse.
No, the horse's name is Frankie. He rides in on Monday, stays 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then leaves on Thursday. I don't see what the big problem is.
Oh wow, that's a double trick. Oh, that's why you wanted me to answer first because I would be like all
to
clever.
prove my intellect.
I'd be all clever and I'd be like, hey.
Looks like already some listener questions are pouring in.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So Simone asks, "What's the best color?"
The best color?
Probably
Ooh.
slime green. Maybe
Slime
Sergey.
Actually, my Sergey Slime Green.
Yes.
No, my favorite color actually is green.
Oh.
Always has been.
That's one of my.
Ooh.
Must be one of my favorite colors.
Oh.
My
I have
favorite
to
East Coast
say,
green.
Cold One T-shirt blue is one of my favorite
Yeah, I
colors.
say
I'm wearing it right now.
It's kind of boring. Blue's my favorite color though. I used to
the,
really like
the light
orange.
blue, like the Carolina blue, you know?
Oh, okay, let's not bring politics into it.
Hey, I'm
But-
just saying.
But I did
an
go
actual
through
shade
a
of
long
blue, but-
orange phase, which I know Daniel Van Drunen out there likes orange. Another question from Simone: who are your favorite listeners?
We don't
Well-
have favorite listeners.
Anyone who's listening
Anyone
right
who's
now
listening, yeah.
is my favorite.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean,
I would agree.
Hey.
if you ever listen though, we appreciate it.
Yeah. You know who I'm talking to. This one's going out to you.
I actually do have a favorite listener. Doug McDonald. He's a freshman here at IU. He paid me some money to say his name on the internet.
Not true. False.
I don't know if this is okay, but Doug, what the heck, man? You said you were gonna give me two payments of $10, and I've only gotten 10.
Wait, wasn't it 2 payments of $15 with the $15 bill?
This kid's running me dry.
Jeez.
The $15 bill, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, in all seriousness, we all love all of our listeners, especially our loyal listeners from season 1.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you, but shout out to everybody.
Oh yeah. Those of you who have been there since episode 1.
And especially the listeners who tell their friends and their acquaintances and create new listeners.
Spread listeners, yes, exactly.
That's great.
So we have some more questions. This one comes from the Cold One fan club,
Oh, it does.
and the question is LaCroix or melted candles?
That's a good one. Oh god, LaCroix is pretty gross.
It's okay,
it's
actually. I
alright.
kind of like
Come
LaCroix.
Okay,
on.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's pretty good.
When me and Clay wrote this into because I actually came up with the LaCroix thing. I was coming. I don't know if you thought of this, Clay. I picked LaCroix because I thought LaCroix is gross.
I think
And
LaCroix is gross
That's
too.
why I wanted it. in
LaCroix
there.
gross tastes like water.
It's
if,
actually
like,
pretty
It
good.
actually, I find that funny because between Jonathan and I, we drink probably the least amount of pop here, and it's carbonated water. So I do find that interesting that the people who drink the most pop would dislike
Yeah.
it too.
I would say I
No,
drink the most
see,
pop.
here's the
I
thing.
just
Well,
drink pop at the movies.
I mean in the room.
Yeah.
In the room.
Here's the
I
thing.
drink the most pop. I know that 100%.
It does have very little flavor to it. It has a subtle
yeah.
flavor, which is off-putting at first, not gonna lie. The first time I had LaCroix, I was like, I don't know about this business here.
I actually just saw this tweet and it said that LaCroix tastes like if you were just drinking carbonated water and somebody across the room screams the name of a fruit.
That's pretty funny.
That's
yeah.
pretty.
Oh,
No, but I feel like it
Of course.
definitely. No, I feel like it definitely grows on you out over time. Though.
I would agree.
Yeah, I
with
think we
that.
picked that specifically.
lot
because we're
healthier
because
than-
LaCroix is kind of gross.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking at least. I was like,
So I would
LaCroix.
take the
yeah.
melted candle wax.
Yeah.
Plus, I just felt like the detective character. He would have LaCroix.
Like, yeah, because
Yeah.
it plays in well with like because like detectives always have like bourbon and it's like let me
Yeah.
get you some
Like,
scotch, honey.
Uh-huh.
But this detective just has a crappy like the worst drink ever.
There was a point where we were writing this, and I was just like, this character is so annoying.
Yeah, no, we thought like this is the worst guy ever.
What's
like,
up, Mikey?
He literally got most people killed in this.
Yeah, if you think about it, this guy was a horrible.
He tried to
detective.
use his clue. He tried to use his clue once and then successfully used it the other time.
His clue was handed to him by this woman who he.
A dead woman.
At first,
He stole it from a dead woman.
he let. First of all, she died, and he let her die because he just left the
Yes.
building, and she bled on
He
the
could've
floor for
saved
2
her.
hours. Then he went to go to the bathroom while he was trying to chase the perpetrator. When he comes back, he tries to steal money from her purse
Exactly.
and finds the clue, which he immediately tries to spend on nachos at the arcade. And
Immediately.
luckily, the concession stand guy was able to point him in the direction of the bank.
But he does try and give counterfeit money, which he knows is counterfeit money, to the concession stand guy.
True.
Well, basically, he's just you can either view him as such an idiot, who's just incredibly forgetful, or just an awful person.
Yeah, and then that whole shootout between the bankers and the Russian mob.
That's what he is.
Oh, that was crazy.
That
Yeah.
happens kind of because that's kind of on him too, because he blew the money on Appletinis.
That is Appletinis and mozzarella sticks. So, anyways, yeah, no, that guy's he's not a great guy. He's the type of guy who'd like LaCroix, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Hey,
my
hey.
mom loves LaCroix. Come
Okay,
on.
okay.
Hey.
You're right. You know, he
And
What
my
are you
mom-
trying to say about my mom?
My mom loves LaCroix too, but I just gotta tell you,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
pamplemousse crap is terrible.
Okay.
Oh. Some of the ones that have like 2 flavors are really good though. Have you had those?
yeah,
Like the
those are-
double, like I don't even like cherry lime or something like
Yeah,
that.
cherry
I don't even know
lime.
what
From
it
how
is.
Sergey is describing the situation, instead of drinking 2 flavors, I just kill 2 gallons of Mountain Dew in the parking lot of VP. That's a pop drinker.
You can like
Okay.
I think LaCroix. LaCroix is fine, but I personally do not like it, which is why
Yeah.
Why
I feel
we
like you
put
just
it.
haven't given it a chance.
maybe.
How many LaCroix have you had?
Probably like 1.
I
Oh,
feel
See,
like
see, that's
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 I
the
probably have like
problem
6
there.
6 LaCroix, each worse than the
Really?
last.
Oh no.
Maybe I like it now because my sweet tooth is a lot less than when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, I really did not like it.
That is a fair
that's
point.
true,
I
yeah.
don't even think I've ever finished in one can. I think it was someone like, "Oh,
Yeah.
have a sip of this LaCroix."
And you're like, no. Next question is from Brandon. Why was Sergey the girl and not the Russian guy? Well, Sergey actually did voice the Russian guy. I was actually voicing the girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of people didn't realize. We did a little bit of a voice swap before this.
we did. Yeah,
No,
we had
I'll-
to practice our vocals actually for several days to make sure that I sounded like you and you sounded like me.
In all honesty, the Russian character has Sergey's, not only is his American name, but his Russian last name.
Yeah.
But when me and Billy were writing it, we were like obviously like going through it, and I just had so much fun doing it that I was like, hey, can I please be this guy? like, so got Sergey.
Oh, you did it.
We had a
So
lot.
sorry, Sergey.
There was
But
a-
I
no,
think
no.
you did really good as the Dan.
Yeah,
There
I
was a-
think you did really good as me.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks you.
There was Andy Chernenko. There was a good, there was a pretty complicated audition process for
Yeah.
this, and Sergey.
I barely made it.
Yeah, we
And I
originally
freaking
had
wrote-
Sergey. Sergey was the top runner for Andy, and then
And then I just
we saw his Dame performance.
yeah.
Oh.
And I said I'm leaving the
It
project.
swept us off our feet.
And then I also said I'm leaving the project if I'm not cast as this character.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah, that's very
contractual
true.
obligations.
Yeah, so we had signed the contract, so I got my way. Like you know, nobody wants. No, I'm kidding. Next question comes from Bad Max,
which is
just Max.
that's Max. But
He says, "Is beer considered cold one cannon?" Now I've always
So-
thought of the idea of a cold one cannon, and I don't think I'd put beer in it. I'd probably shoot out like
LaCroix. you
Gatorade,
know.
LaCroix, things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so my cold
Maybe
one
some
cannon.
juice.
My cold one cannon probably wouldn't have beer. What about you guys?
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a complicated ethical question.
Ethical
so I would
dilemma.
have to say, up until recently, it was not cold one cannon because legally, none of us were ever drinking beer. You know what I mean? But now,
Legally, we weren't
now, we are all
drinking
above
beer
the
right
age-
now.
Yeah,
We're all-
yeah.
you
In
might
the
be able to tell us
studio.
from our voice, but we all have had a few beers over here.
I'm just saying, now we are all above the age of 21. So a cold one at the end of the day is any cold beverage. So if the beer is cold, although when we were originally saying cold one, we were mostly intending like soda.
Because we would drink a lot of
yeah.
pop fresh
Yeah,
beer. A lot of
maybe
it.
like juice possibly, but like mostly like soda, like
Even water.
root beer, like
Those of
some
you-
Coke, all that kind of stuff.
Those of you who like have been around since the beginning and have heard our cold one story of why how cold
The
ones
first
came to
cold
be.
one is actually an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, so cold ones
Oh.
are any drink, and I would say beer is now. I usually think beer as a colder one
Yes.
Mm, a
when I'm
colder one.
classifying it, but I'd say maybe colder ones are
But
like a subsection.
we are
of
not
cold
condoning
ones.
drinking beer for anybody out there.
We do not.
Also, what would you guys put in your cold one cannon? Like if you were firing on enemies?
Oh,
We'll probably put like mellow yellow because I
Maybe,
feel like that might have some like radioactive
yeah.
like properties in it that might like
shoot.
Or maybe
Hot
some
coffee?
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
hot-
wait,
come
that's not a
on.
cold
That's
one.
not a
Come
cold
on.
one.
Oh, that's
Come
true.
on.
That's true.
Maybe some spicy Sprite.
I'd probably put LaCroix.
That might have the
to kill
same
them.
effect as hot coffee, so that might be.
True.
The LaCroix might, the
Burning.
LaCroix from the cannon might like land in their mouth and they'd be so disgusted they would just cease the attack. No, I'm kidding.
Or just
I would
put
probably-
chlorine water in it and make them drink it.
Okay. come on.
Hey, I'm just saying, this is war.
Hey, chlorine water is a privilege to drink, all right? It's not something else. I'm only kidding. So, any more questions?
Well, Sergey had a comment.
No.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I would definitely put some of that cucumber Gatorade.
Oh, cucumber
Oh,
Gatorade.
Yes.
I actually am not crazy. You like it though, right? The cucumber
I've
Gatorade.
kind of grown past it, and I don't drink it anymore. I find the taste appalling. And,
Really?
Yes.
See, I'm actually more of a radish Gatorade guy.
Radish.
I actually don't like. Apologies if you like the cucumber Gatorade. I don't want to drink a cucumber Gatorade, man.
Also, if you get Taco Bell water,
Oh, I was actually
I
thinking
I
that.
would fire that upon.
Really?
Taco Bell water is like a little bit brownish.
It's
right?
actually yeah, it's literally brown.
Oh no.
Oh, our water from our house though. That is like
Oh.
like a little bit opaque white sort
That's
of.
only if it's on the hot
water,
It's the
yeah.
hot
The
setting.
cold water isn't that clear either. I
No,
gotta
yeah,
be
that's
honest.
true. Cold water is pretty.
Cold water is I think nice and foggy too. Milky as shit.
That's why we got the Brita filter.
Yeah, the Taco Bell water.
The Taco Bell water is actually the worst. I don't know. Is it just our Taco Bell? Is that every Taco Bell?
Send in.
I had the same problem when we were down in Florida.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man.
Same problem.
Shoot.
Because they put some of that award-winning taco sauce in the water.
Oh, they put that stuff in everything these days.
I know. Water, LaCroix.
Well, we have a couple comments from Braden,
Oh.
one of our most loyal
Yes,
fans.
thank you,
He's
Braden.
been with us since day one.
Yes.
He says,
Really
not
good.
really a question, but I just want to say that I love you boys, and I am so proud of you and your creative ventures.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So
Man, we
that's
love
a-
you, and
that's
we're
a
proud of you,
very-
too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We love the support.
Yeah, we always love
Um,
the sport. We're proud of you. Braden actually works hard helping out the show. He designed our T-shirts,
Yeah.
He
which-
records all the episodes.
which we will, in the future, we will have new T-shirts.
Isn't there a new logo? I mean,
There
not
is
to
a new
sneak
logo in the
peek.
works.
Sneak peek. I don't want to spill
Yeah.
our secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new
Literally.
logo is in the works. So
There is a new Cold One logo in the
tear
works.
up that old logo that you have all over all your merchandise. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
The old-
You know, rip off your Cold One logo underwear and flush it down the toilet.
yeah, no, joking. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
And another comment / question from Braden is, I wonder if Boys Cold One Hour predates the cracking open a cold one with the boys term.
Absolutely
Which
does.
in
Yeah.
some ways it does. I think it was a thing a little bit, but it definitely became a thing
No, I
a
have
lot
to-
bigger right after
I
we
have to be
started
honest.
up this whole
That
thing.
actually, our first semester, that was not a thing.
Yeah.
And then it happened like halfway through second semester of us doing the show.
Yeah.
Because the Cold One joke was just like, we were all at, for people who have already heard the story, we were all at a gas station.
Well, not all of us.
Some of us were at a gas station. Sergey, you were there. And we got an Arnold Palmer's, and I think it was maybe me who drank it, and I was like, oh,
Yes.
that's a cold one, or something like that. And so no, that actually predates the.
The whole cold one
I
craze.
feel kind of strongly about this because I was kind of annoyed when this thing. I was like, oh, everybody's listening to our show now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, they're not even gonna pay us any royalties for this type of thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I will firmly say I'm starting to maybe think maybe we didn't completely inspire it,
Right.
but
yeah.
we did definitely predate.
We were
the,
definitely the first ones on the cold one wave. For
But
sure,
yeah, we
so-
definitely predated the cracking up in a cold one meme.
Yes.
And that's what people say to me. They're like, "Oh, I love that meme. That's so funny. You guys did your show about it." I'm like, "We did it!"
I know, right?
It's the damn thing. Yeah.
I know.
We wrote the book on cold ones and made the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, pretty
All
cool.
right, well, thank you for sending in those questions, and
Yeah,
thank
we
you for
appreciate
I have a
listening.
question for you guys.
Yes.
What's your favorite memes right now, if you have any?
Oh. I'm a big fan of the NFL theme meme.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
me
good
too.
The
one.
NFL
That is
on
a pretty
Fox
good
theme.
Yeah.
That actually inspired the game that we played, episode 1 of season 4.
True.
Where you had to guess all the different memes.
Mhm.
Or no, the different themes.
I will say I'm done with this Krusty Krab meme.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the Krusty Krab and the chum bucket. That one.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite meme is probably like either Sergey's original memes, or saying you might have heard this on the show because I did it a lot, saying I digest instead of I digress.
Oh,
That's a
oh,
good
yeah,
meme.
yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
Or I like it do be like that sometimes.
Oh, I do like
Oh,
those
or
memes.
what about they don't think it be like it is, but it do.
That's a good one too. Yeah. Yeah.
The other movie, the other day I was watching a movie with Simone, and every trailer, I just went over. I was like, it do be like that. I think she's getting pretty annoyed with me.
Oh man.
That's
We
some
said that a
crazy
lot over spring break actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
say,
we did,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I inspired that too. Then I guess. You're welcome. No, I'm kidding. It do be like that though.
I have to
do.
say, my name has become sort of a meme.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
It has,
Wait,
it
how?
has.
How?
So his IU username is Awaxma. Andrew
Oh, okay,
Watsma.
yeah, that is.
And now we've just been putting like everything before, like after the A, like
Yeah, like a dancema,
A Dancema,
a benchma.
A
But even I
Benchma,
think
yeah.
before we found out that
A
out,
Drives
we would
Ma.
call you A Walksman, and we called Billy, I think, W McDunn.
A
It
little
was the thing
bit,
me and
yeah.
Eric would. I think it was freshman year. We'd be like,
Yeah,
A
no, it was
Walksman,
definitely.
J McDunn, J Shook. I mean, well, I guess that doesn't really work.
J. Falk.
J.
J.
Falk, yeah.
I was never on the J Falk thing. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I like J. Falk, yeah.
It's a nickname.
Actually went by it in high
for
school
those
most
who
of the
don't
time,
know.
I went by C Falk.
but- C. Falk.
So maybe it's just I don't want to get confused. Yeah.
All right. So thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed
the radio drama.
the radio drama. Tell us if you liked it or didn't like it, because otherwise we won't know. And we
might
did
not
it.
do it again, or we
we-
might do it again if you hate it.
Might
Yeah.
do one every week. Who knows?
We do have an idea or two, so we need to know whether we should rip up. Well, we didn't write anything, but we need to know if we
Yeah.
need to just forget about it, or maybe one day,
We should
Put it
light
on
up
paper.
that dry powder. You know?
yeah, put it on paper, make it happen. So, and don't forget about those social media pages
That you
just-
can like.
That
you can like. They're
You
just
want
waiting
to.
there, waiting to be
Well,
to be loved.
waiting to be
Unlike-
loved.
unlike-
React to it. Don't like it. React.
you have
to
0
it.
followers. You can even report us if you want. Just interact with us somehow.
We're
No,
dying out here, man.
No, but I actually, well, this won't be like the last time you heard us. You will hear us next week,
Yes.
will.
Mondays, at 11 p.m.
Uh-huh.
We love you. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
We wish you everything good in life. We wish you sweet dreams. And is there anything else? Anybody have anything else to say?
I don't.
I have one thing to say. No, I'm kidding. I thought you were gonna say I do.
I am
This whole show is a farce.
I just
you know?
want to say, hold up.
Hold up. But anyways, yeah. Sweet dreams.
Well, that's another good meme. Like before 2015 ends.
Oh yeah, before 2014 ends.
Or
You got a
before
crush on me.
2014.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Cool,
good
let's
one.
go
Yeah.
with this, yeah.
That's what I want to say. So hold up before the show ends.
Before the show, and if you
Who
have
has a crush
on
on
us,
me? Yeah.
if you have a crush
Let
on
me
us,
know.
write it in. No, but in all honesty, well, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week, and we wish you a good night and sweet dreams. Thank you.
Have a
Good night.
night.